Hello, my third grade friends. Today we are doing Unit 4, Lesson 7, and we are practicing using different methods for addition. And in each method, there's a way to introduce our new tens, new hundreds, new thousands, if that may be the case. Now, in your life, I highly encourage you to use whichever method that you enjoy the most. But today, I really would like you to try all of these methods that we're exploring today. And then in the next couple lessons, we'll keep trying them out. And you might find, ooh, I used to like the new groups above method, but I'm actually really into this new groups below. So be brave, give it a shot, and then later on you can just stick with the one that you prefer. Okay, so it says on here, we're on page 239. Solve each problem, label your answer, use math board or a separate sheet of paper. I have my math board here, but I think we'll have space right here to use to do this problem. So Elena made necklaces for her friends. She used 586 green beads and 349 red beads. How many beads did Elena use in all? The phrase after how many is beads, so I'll begin my label with beads. And then it says in all, so I'm doing addition. So I'm going to do what you're probably most familiar with, which is probably what your parents are also most familiar with, which is the classic line them up and add them in vertical form version. So 586 plus 349, making sure you put your ones place below your ones place, your tens place below your tens place, your hundreds place below your hundreds place, of course. Then you're going to go ahead and do 6 ones plus 9 ones. That's 15 ones. Have your 10 from the 15 join the tens place. 1 10 plus 8 tens is 9 tens. Plus 4 more tens is 13 tens. And then that 10 tens is also 100, right? Same thing. So then we have our 100 join the hundreds place. 100 plus 500 is 600 plus 3 more 100 is 900. So she used 935 beads. You're feeling pretty confident, you can go ahead and try this next one. You pause and then hit play when you're done. You're welcome to stay with me if you'd like. So this next one, Fabrice has a collection of 485 basketball cards and 217 baseball cards. How many sports cards does Fabrice have in all? So in all, it's adding. The phrase after how many is sports cards. And then we're going to line those up and just do the traditional method. 485 plus 217. 5 ones plus 7 ones is 12 ones. That 10 from the 12 joins the tens place. 1 10 plus another 1 10, that's 2 tens plus 8. So I made a 10 there. So 2 tens plus 8 tens is 10 tens. So 0 there. That 10 joins the hundreds, and then 100 plus 400 is 500, plus 2 more is 700. So 702 sports cards. Okay, now we're talking about these different methods here. The word problem that we're dealing with in this case is Tanya and Mark collect seashells. Tanya has 249 shells and Mark has 386 shells. How many shells do they have in all? So these are the 3 different methods, or 4 different methods actually. There's 3 that use numbers and 1 is using pictures. And we're going to just go through all of them and then we'll have some time to practice. Okay? So the new groups above method, that's what we just did up here. So the 9 plus 6 was the 15. 10 joins the tens place. The 1 plus 4 plus 8 is 13. plus, and that 10 tens joins the hundreds, and then 2 plus 3 plus that 1 new hundred is 600. So that's the one you're probably used to. The new groups below method is exactly the same. The big difference, though, is rather than putting your tens and new hundreds, your new groups, up on the top, we just put them on this line here. And the reason that we do that in this method is sometimes teachers have noticed that kids might forget to include those new groups of 10 or 100. And so by putting them below, it's a little bit closer to everything else you're doing and hopefully easier to keep track of. So if that's a situation that you've encountered where you sometimes forget to include those new tens and hundreds up top, you might want to enjoy using this one, where it's just the same thing. You just put the 1 or whatever, how many new tens on that line right there, okay? Now this method, the show all totals method, is a little bit different. You could start it really from either direction. In this case, they went from left to right, which some kids seem to enjoy doing. They kind of mentally might do it this way. So here we have our 200 and our 300 together, and that makes 500. And then we have our 4 tens and our 8 tens, and that makes 12 tens, which is 120. And then we have our 9 ones and our 6 ones, which is 15. And then after getting all those totals, we're showing all our totals, or sometimes they're called subtotals because they're like not the grand total. Then we find our grand total and add all of those up. And it can be a little bit simpler that way because you don't have as many new groups to deal with. So you have your 0 plus 0 plus 5 is 5 ones, your 0 tens plus 2 tens plus 1 tens is 3 tens, and then our 5 hundreds plus 100 is 600. Okay. The last one that we're going to talk about is our proof drawing method. So I think this will be easier to understand when we go ahead and give it a shot on the other side, but just to introduce you to it, here we have our 200, our 4 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, and our 9 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 249 in picture form. And then below we have our 300, our 80, and our 6 right here. And then as we notice that we hit over 10 ones or over 10 tens, we grouped them to make that new group of 10 and this new group of 100. Okay, so if that's still a little confusing, don't stress. We're going to try it out right now. So just to solve each problem, make proof drawings to show that your answers are correct. So we're going to do these two with the show all totals method, and we'll do these two with the new groups below method, okay? And then for both rows, we'll do the the proof drawing in addition to those methods. I'm just gonna grab another color because I think it'll be helpful. Let's do purple. Very nice. Okay, so Ryan has 2 stamp albums. One album has 554 stamps, and the other has 428 stamps. How many stamps does Ryan have in all? So our label is stamps. And we're going to do that show all totals method and then our proof drawing. So let's do 554 plus 428. Okay, let's start with our hundreds. 500 plus 400 is 900. 5 tens plus 2 tens is 7 tens. And then 4 ones plus 8 ones is 12 ones. So then we're going to go ahead and add that up. 0 plus 0 plus 2 ones is 2 ones. 0 tens plus 7 tens plus 1 10 is 8 tens. And then 9 plus nothing is 900. Okay, Now I'm going to draw my numbers with my purple marker, and then I'll do the addition problem with the blue. So 500, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 50, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 554. You can see now how helpful these quick hundreds and quick tens are, right? And then our 428. Maybe I'll use a separate color for that. I'll use green. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now using my blue marker, I'm going to check and see if I made any new groups. And I can see here, okay, if I scoop these two with that 8, I have a new group of 10, and that leaves me with these 2 1s. So say 2 1s. And then I have, now when I'm counting my groups of 10, I have to make sure I include this one, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then my hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 9 hundreds. And then you can see I have my 900s, my 8 10s, and my 2 1s, which is exactly the same as 982, right? Pretty cool. Okay, let's do the next one. If you're feeling like you already know how to do this show all totals below and the picture form, go ahead, but that's what we're practicing right now, not just solving the problem, but using these methods. So give it a shot if you'd like, or you can stay with me. One week, Ashley read 269 pages. The next week, she read 236 pages. What is the total number of pages she read in the 2 weeks? So the total number of pages, so our label is pages. And it asks for the total, which shows us that we are adding here, okay? So 269 and 236. We're going to start with our hundreds. So we have 400, because it's 200 plus 200. And then we'll do our 10. So 6 tens plus 3 tens is 90. Good. And then we have our 9 ones and our 6 ones, which is 15. Very good. Okay. Then we have 0 ones plus 0 ones plus 5 ones, which is 5. Then we have 0 tens plus 9 tens plus 1 more 10, which is, that's right, 100. So we have to include that, and it's a little bit neater to put it down here, kind of combining that new methods below, huh? So then we'll have 400 plus 100, which is 500. Okay, now I'm going to draw my first number with my purple marker. 200. 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or I should say 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 ones. And then 200, 10, 20, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. From there, I'm going to see if I have any new tens, and I do. So I could scoop this one in with that one. Now I have a new group of 10, and I have 5 ones. So I'll say 5 ones plus. And then I'm going to count my 10. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 tens. 10 tens we know is 100. So that's joining the hundreds. So then we'll say 0 tens. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hundreds. So 500, 0 tens, 5 ones. That's the same as what we got over here. it's 505 pages. All right. Now we're going to practice doing this new groups below method as well as this picture form, okay? So stay with me on this one, and then if you're feeling up for it, you can go ahead on that one. Let's switch to purple. That's my favorite color. The video store has 445 comedy videos and 615 drama videos. How many comedy and drama videos does the store have altogether? The altogether is an addition hint. Our label is comedy and drama videos. We're going to do 445, 615. Add those up, and I'm put my line right there so I have a little bit of space. Okay? So I'm going to start on the right in the ones place. 5 plus 5 is 10. And I put my new group of 10 in the tens place below. And it's kind of nice because it's so close. It's like you're sort of writing it diagonally. 4 tens plus 1 10 is 5 tens plus 1 more is 6 tens. And then 4 tens plus 4 hundreds plus 600 is 1000, which is also called 1000. All right, so let's go ahead and do picture form. I'll do blue and then green. So 1, 2, 3, 400, 10, 20, 30, 40 in my tens, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. And then for our hundreds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 600. One group of 10, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. All right, do I have 10 ones? Yes, I do. So that joins the tens place. So I have 0 ones. And then for my tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tens. And then for my hundreds, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 hundreds, which means they're going to join, the thousands place. So I have 0 hundreds and 1,000. Okay. All right, hopefully you're feeling pretty good about this now. Let's go ahead, and if you're feeling up for it, try number 6, and I'm going to jump into it right now, okay? Allie has 128 photos of her pets and 255 photos of her family. How many photos does Allie have altogether? So our label is photos. Oh, I forgot to write my answer in there. You got to be careful. 1,060. Oopsie daisies. Okay, so how many photos? Okay, let's go ahead and do 128, 255. Put the line a little bit lower so I have space. Okay. 8 ones plus 5 ones is 13. Wait, no, that's wrong. Wait, no, that's right. I'm so sorry, I got confused. 13. And then 2 tens plus 5 tens is 7 plus 1 more, so 8 tens. No new groups on that one. And then 100 plus 200 is 300. Okay, now I'm going to draw my picture form for that one. 100, and then 10, 20, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, And then for my hundreds, for the next one, I have 200, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ones. Okay, now go ahead and add that up in picture form. So I'm going to scoop these 2 ones in there. Good. So now I have these leftover 3 ones. And then my 10 joins the tens place, just like it did right here, right? So then I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 tens. And then I have no new 100 or anything, so I just have my 300s. Okay, so our answer is still 383 photos. All right, my friends, that's it for this one, and I'll see you next time, okay? Check and see if you have an assignment. All right, bye-bye.